Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
Rockingham County Today is sponsored by Tire Max Total Car Care. 6 Triad locations, including Eden and Madison, open Monday through Friday. Rockingham County 911 had 85 calls overnight, mainly medical vehicle stops and serving paperwork. EMS responded to a residence on Bryant Street in Eden, first reported as a possible drowning. A 3-year-old child was taken to the hospital for evaluation. If you missed our podcast Wednesday with Reidsville City Manager Summer Woodard, here's a summary. A downtown streetscape project is underway, repaving streets and redoing sidewalks. New pavers at Mural Park, new streetlights with easy access for seasonal banners and decorations. There will be 24 new poles, underground electrical and fiber cable, improved Wi-Fi access, and cameras. All trees have been removed and will be replaced with crepe myrtles, 28 to be exact, with uplighting. Estimated cost, $1 million. Another big project, construction of an all-inclusive children's park behind City Hall. Everything will take about 9 to 18 months to complete. The podcast is available now on all 12 of our social media platforms and can be heard on Spectrum Channel 2. Good news for local and state candidates. The filing period resumes today for the May 17th primary. It was suspended in December, so lawsuits challenging congressional maps could be tried. A panel of North Carolina judges adopted a new map Wednesday, but it was quickly met with criticism. David Morse, a former deputy in Henry County who was found guilty of killing his wife, has been sentenced to 60 years in jail, 30 suspended. Morse, 66, and 3 others have been charged in the murder of Pamela Morse, 63, in her Martinsville home last May. 2 men have not been sentenced yet, and a female died in custody. Now Rockingham County weather. Today, a 90% chance of rain, high 53, low 39. Friday, sunny, high 70. Saturday, overcast, high 50. Sunday, mostly sunny, high 58. Monday, sunny, high 56. Triad record highs and lows on this day: 79, 1982, 12, 1967. Get current weather information anytime at mikemore.media, along with Rockingham, our live stream 24-hour weather camera. That's sponsored by Heat and Air Controllers. You can depend on them for year-round comfort, whatever the weather. I was talking with Kevin and Keith Lane when I was at Lane's Family Pharmacy yesterday afternoon. The left side of their building is available for lease. It's a high-traffic location, plenty of parking, perfect for a number of different businesses, someone new, or maybe relocating. It's about 3,500 square feet. If you or someone you know may be interested in looking at that space, call Lane's or just stop by. Lane's Family Pharmacy and Home Health Care, NC 14 Eden.
AutomotiveMap.com presents the Sports Flash, powered by the Score app on Mike Moore Media. Jeremy Roach with 15 points coming off the bench for Duke as they defeated the Virginia Cavaliers in Charlottesville 65-61. Trevor Keels with 13 points. The 7th-ranked Blue Devils now go to 23-4. Wake Forest on the road to South Carolina. They lose to Clemson at Little John Coliseum 80-69. Demon Deacons have now dropped 3 of 4. Damari Monsanto scored 17 points, had 7 rebounds in the loss. NC State, they fall at home in Raleigh to Boston College 69-61. Terquavian Smith led the Wolfpack with 21 points, 7 boards. Darian Seaborn added 20, but NC State drops to 11-16. NBA, the Hornets return from the All-Star break on Friday, hosting the Toronto Raptors. They entered the break on a 3-game losing skid. The Carolina Hurricanes return to the ice Friday, hosting Columbus. For lightning-fast updates as news happens, download the Score app today. I'm Tony Desiri on Mike Moore Media.
Podcast preview, George Murphy, Wentworth Town Administrator, this morning around 9:30. Now the community calendar, sponsored by Night Owl National Stoneworks in Eden. Granite, quartz, and marble for commercial and residential. On Facebook at Night Owl National Stoneworks. Registered nurse virtual hiring event at UNC Rockingham Healthcare tomorrow 11 till 2. Select RN positions qualify for up to $15,000 in commitment incentives. Music and dancing at the American Legion in VFW, North 12th Avenue, Mayodan, tomorrow, every Friday, 7 to 10. $5 donation, concessions, and 50-50 drawing. Lee Greenwood will be in concert at the Reidsville Showcase at Rockingham Theater tomorrow night at 8. Ralph Stanley 2 and the Clinch Mountain Boys, Saturday, March 5th at 7. There's a stew at Bald Hill Baptist Church, Bailey Road, Madison. Saturday, ready at 11, $7 a quart. Caleb Caudle will be in concert at the Arts Place, downtown Danbury, Saturday at 3. General admission, $25. Discounts for Arts Council members and students. North Carolina beer and wine for purchase. Register for pony, t-ball, baseball, and softball at the Madison Mayodan Recreation Center through March 4th, ages 4 to 12. Resident, $25. Outside, $40. Uniforms, $20. Practice starts in mid-March. Roco Makers Market at First Presbyterian Church in Eden, Saturday, March 26th, 10 to 4. It's a showcase of Rockingham County artisans and small businesses. Vendor application deadline is this Saturday. I'll be talking with Ingrid McCraw and Leslie Wyatt about the market this morning. That's available on Mike Moore Media around 10:30. Announcements are made free on the community calendar. You'll find an expanded calendar at mikemore.media. Click on the events tab up at the top, and you'll find that calendar at shoprockingham.county.com. You can email events to rockinghamcountync@gmail.com. Now today's Consumer Report, sponsored by Ferguson Stump Grinding. Experienced, the right equipment, fair prices. Ben does a great job. FergusonStumpGrinding.com and on Facebook.
Rents have skyrocketed over the last few months, and a new report from Realtor.com says in some markets it's cheaper to buy a home. Research shows the monthly cost of buying a starter home was more affordable than renting a similar-sized unit in 26 of the 50 largest metros. The Conference Board's Consumer Confidence Index fell slightly in February following another decrease in January. The index now stands at 110.5, down from 111.1 in January. The index shows consumers are more concerned about economic conditions 6 months from now. The government is raising the Social Security full retirement age again. The full retirement age, the age at which individuals are eligible to claim their full Social Security benefit, rose to 67 this year for those who were born in 1960. I'm Mark Huffman. Learn more at consumeraffairs.com.
I just hope there's some money left. Today in history, 1803, the United States Supreme Court ruled itself to be the final interpreter of all constitutional issues. 1903, the United States leased an area in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, for a naval base. And this was a day in 1942 that the Voice of America signed on the air. All righty, let's see who's celebrating. On the Birthday Club for February 24th, just a couple of names today. Happy birthday to Sammy Massey and Grace Tilley. Sammy Massey, Grace Tilley, both with a birthday for the 24th. If you have a name for the Birthday Club, text it to me anytime at 336-932-1881. Tomorrow on this program, I'll have Friday and Saturday birthdays. Then we'll go back to Sunday. We'll recap the entire week, and we'll have a drawing all 7 days of birthdays. And our winner gets a really nice prize package from these Eden businesses: Wendy's, Carolina Fuels, Biscuitville, Vernon Family Dairy, AK Emporium, That Little Pork Shop, Divine Nutrition, Pizza Hut, Ingrid's Cupcakes and Confections. So get those names in for the birthday club. Now, a few big-name birthdays today. Billy Zane, 56. Edward James Olmos, 75. Paula Zan, 66. Sammy Kershaw, 64. And today we remember Honus Wagner, born February 24th, 1874, died in 1955, one of the original 5 inductees into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Listen to this. A Honus Wagner card recently sold for $6.6 million. Only roughly 40 exist. That baseball card is referred to as the Holy Grail of sports cards, the Mona Lisa of sports cards. I should say so. Lori, better check my old cards. We could be millionaires.
Here's author Philip Gully with today's Front Porch Tale.
When our son Spencer was 6 weeks old, I said to my wife, "It's time for a vacation." Not a good idea, she cautioned, but she went along because she believes in letting me learn from my mistakes. We went to a lodge 4 hours away. Spencer slept the whole way there. I was gloating. Checked in, went to our room. I was gloating some more. Having kids is a breeze. Mothers are such alarmists. Then Spencer woke up. In the book of Revelation, John writes about the 7 plagues of divine wrath, ranging from bodily sores to earthquakes. John missed a plague, crying kids. Spencer stopped crying long enough for us to eat dinner. We went back to our room and went to bed. Spencer cried all night. The next morning at breakfast, we tried to slip out of the restaurant without him, but the manager blocked our escape. Mary and Joseph once left Jesus behind when they were on an out-of-town trip, too. Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? What happened on the way home can only be attributed to sleep deprivation. In an effort to salvage our first family vacation, I drove home on a designated scenic route. The state calls them scenic routes because it can't squeeze twisty road that adds 3 hours to your trip and makes your kid carsick route on one sign. The next year at vacation time, having forgot our previous vacation, we drove to a lodge 8 hours away. Spencer didn't cry once. He slept soundlessly every night. He rode in his car seat without complaint. We didn't hear a peep from him. But then earplugs have that effect. That family vacations don't turn out as we'd hoped can only be blamed on television and its inaccurate portrayal of family life. I remember a Brady Bunch episode when the Bradys traveled for an entire week without once having to stop to use the bathroom. We do ourselves a disfavor when we expect family life to be the Brady Bunch revisited. Truth is, most of our families lurch from one mess to another. And that's not an altogether bad thing. Otherwise, how would we cultivate the fine art of forgiveness? We're saving up for our next vacation. We're thinking about the mountains. There are all kinds of places to lose a kid there, I told my wife. But she knows I'm just kidding. Actually, I thank God every day for my children. Just some days more than others.
Front Porch Tales, a collection of stories by author Philip Gully, is available from Multnomah Publishers.
I'm going to take a moment before we finish up today to say thank you to our listeners and advertisers. I want you to know how much I appreciate you. I couldn't do this without you. And thank you for listening to our program. Hope you have a wonderful Thursday, friends. Let's finish with our motivational moment. Kindness doesn't cost a thing, yet it's the richest gift you can give. And I remind you, as always, to count your blessings